Yo, what up? Yeah, it's been a little while since I made a video. Um, yeah, I've been distracted with some stuff that's been going on in the news. As I'm sure you've seen, Ukraine's been invaded by Russia, and Ukraine is my home country. So, Slava Ukraini, we will win this war for sure. And yeah, to Russia, stop the war. Fuck that shit. We don't need war. So, anyways, that's off topic. But actually, yeah, I still want to say that. But what this video is about how to acquire new languages. What I've learned to be the best method for me personally, and for a lot of other people, what the best method of learning another language is. And that's basically to stop focusing so much on grammar. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you before that first. I'm a polyglot, which means that I speak multiple languages quite proficiently. For me, I speak Ukrainian slash Russian. Like I can speak both and understand both, and they can understand me to a good degree, and Spanish and French. So yeah, I love learning languages. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoy it, and I spend a good amount of my free time doing that sort of thing. So, anyways, with learning a new language, the best way to learn a new language is to focus on the vocabulary. You don't really need grammar, you just need the vocabulary, because when people communicate, when one person talks to another person, people fill in the blanks anyways, because there's some underlying assumptions when it comes to communication. For example, we assume that what the other person says is going to be relevant to the conversation. We assume yeah, some other things too, but because of these basic human assumptions that underlie the communication that most people don't really know about, I was reading about a while ago. I forgot what exactly they were, but we do have underlying assumptions when we communicate from person to person, and because of these underlying assumptions, people are still going to understand what you say even if your grammar isn't perfect. For example, if I was new to English and I said something like I need car, go airport. Obviously, that's grammatically terrible, but you're gonna understand what I mean, and the idea that I was trying to convey by saying that sentence was I need a car ride to go to the airport, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Or a taxi. If you're talking to a taxi driver, he'll definitely understand that, you know? We also use a lot of the context around us with regards to communication. So you can understand what somebody else is saying based on the context much better. Yeah, so the grammar is not really that important. Just focus on the vocabulary. Today I learned there's a lot of cognates too. In Spanish, there's thousands and thousands of cognates, which are words that share a same etymological root. So, for example, in English and Spanish, there's words like act in English and acto in Spanish. Um, Actually, that's not a good example. But what an etymological root is when two words, like it might be a good example, but I don't actually know the etymological root of act. That's what I'm saying. Actually, I better not use that as an example. I just know that acto is Spanish and act is English, and they sound very similar. So they're pretty much cognates with regards to how they sound. What a cognate is by definition is like a word in one language, say a word in Spanish, and a word in English, mucho and mucho and much. And then if they happened to come from the same original word, like a Latin word or something, like uh, I don't know how to. I'm just gonna make up an example because this is, in all likelihood, the odds of this being the actual word um, is not true. So if it came from like muy, M-U-Y, was the Latin word, which it's not. And then from that, it evolved into mucho in Spanish and much in English. That will be an etymological root that they share. So that's what a cognate is by definition. But a lot of words sound like cognates, even though they're not technically cognates. So basically, the word, it has the same meaning in one language and another language, but they don't share the etymological root, but they share the same meaning and they sound very similar. For example, act and acto, which acto means to act in Spanish. So yeah, that's a really good place to start with building vocabulary. That's just a hack I literally learned today. I just learned so many Spanish words today. Like construcción is construction. Like you probably could have guessed that just from me saying construcción. It's so easy to learn the cognates, and it's just like a hack to help you build a lot of vocabulary quickly, and then you can converse because of these underlying human assumptions and because of the relative non-importance of grammar compared to vocabulary. That's all I had to share today. Peace out. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you feel like it. Yeah. Have a blessed day.